How's it going, everyone? I want to take you guys through a big update that seems to be rolling out for the PlayStation Store. I imagine that it'll be rolling out in the official PlayStation Store, but right now it is live online, and it can be a little bit of a crap show, but we'll talk all about that. On top of that, we've got a lot of updates on a plethora of JRPGs. Trails in the Sky First Chapter, one of my favorite games of the year, has gotten a update adding a first-person mode and some other updates. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake get some new details. Final Fantasy VII, the remake trilogy, at least the first two games, will be bundled in a PS5 physical edition. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, user reviews are dropping on the PlayStation Store. Now, right now, on the PlayStation Store, you have the 5-star system. So you can, any purchases you make, you can rate it 5 stars, and those are publicly displayed. But now, if you go on over to the PlayStation Store, and I noticed this while working on the deals videos that we do, on the website, you can actually leave a review with an up to 4,000 character limit. However, everything that I'm looking up, there is no reviews that are officially posted. Let's actually look at something that's like brand new. Let's go to Battlefield 6. Has anybody posted a review for Battlefield 6? No. So there are no reviews that are posted, but the option is there, and if you go by it, standard edition, you can do all reviews, most recent. Yeah, there's no reviews that are being left for the games yet, but they are implementing the feature on the store page. Let's also check Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I feel like people would leave reviews on this. And hey, there's actually reviews that are left. Oh, this is actually kind of crazy. And there are reviews that are publicly displayed. And it looks like a lot of these were posted earlier in the year, but they were never publicly displayed. And it looks like they are rolling out now. So I don't know exactly how they're handling this, but the issue with the reviews is, on consoles, let's say you buy a game on a console, I don't think anybody is really gonna sit down and type out a very well thought out review with their controller. On computer and on PC and Steam, you're talking about being on a PC. People will write out reviews with their keyboard and mouse. I just don't think that's gonna be the case on a console. Rather, people are gonna try to go for the funny reviews. They're gonna leave their funny reviews and so on and so forth. And I just don't know if people are gonna be leaving like in-depth reviews like that. But it is certainly a nice feature to have, and I'm happy that they are rolling this out. It's just implementation of it on consoles. It is going to be very interesting how they do roll that out, and you know, it's something that I love on PC and Steam, and I like the 5-star system as well. I think that does actually work out better than Steam's negative or positive reviews, at least in the case of a 5-star system. You have 5 different ratings that you can actually have, and you know, just letting the community also decide on the game. The Steam review section has become one of the most prominent sections for people to actually assess whether or not they like a game. I would even go as far as to say that there are instances where the community feedback on Steam matters so much more than the critic reviews, because that is publicly displayed. It's one of the first things you see when you literally click on a game, and if you see a mixed reception or even a negative reception, that's immediately a red flag where people are gonna question their purchase. Like, look at a game like Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4 had very mediocre PC performance, and that game is sitting on a mixed reception on Steam, and that matters so much more than the critic reviews for Borderlands 4, because Borderlands 4, I'm pretty sure, even the PC version is sitting at the 80s. Well, guess what? A lot of people were pushed away from buying Borderlands 4 on PC based on the Steam reception for the game. I think that is incredibly impactful and something that should be available in all games, and having some sort of response and having some sort of review system where people can leave reviews and then those reviews are prominently featured. And I get it, maybe it'll affect PlayStation's bottom line, maybe it'll affect the individual game's bottom line, but I think prominently displaying positive and negative reviews is really what should happen. Do I think PlayStation is going to do that? No. PlayStation and Sony, publicly traded company, I don't think they want reviews to be prominently featured that are going to push people away from buying games, but I do think that would be the ideal route to go. Nevertheless, we'll see how that's implemented in the near future here, since that is rolling out on the website. Alright, moving on from that, just want to highlight some JRPG updates. Trails in the Sky First Chapter on PlayStation 5 has gotten an update, version 1.05, added image quality and performance settings to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, as well added options to adjust text speed and text audio auto advance speed, added 1-key shortcuts for actions that normally require 2 key presses on keyboard, added a first-person mode mode, and added the option to hide the in-game user interface. I will say, the in-game UI can be a little bit cluttered and can be a lot going on, and now being able to hide that, I think that's great. And then also, first-person mode, I would probably never utilize a first-person mode in a game like this, but you can go into it. You just have to press R1 and L2, and that'll take you into the first-person mode. R1 and R2 will be hiding the user interface. So that free update is rolling out right now. Like I said, if you're remotely into JRPGs, you gotta go play this game. It's fantastic. Go play the demo. The demo gives you like 6 hours of content if you take your time and do the side content as well. Maybe even a little bit more than that, to be perfectly honest, but it's fantastic. The game itself is tremendous, and I cannot wait for the sequel, second chapter, whenever that does come out. Hopefully next year, since it's gonna be a lot of, you know, retreading the same environments and whatnot. But that story, we definitely need to see a continuation of that, so hopefully that remake will come out next year. Moving on from that, speaking of remakes, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake has detailed Dragon Quest 1's new scenarios, encounters, and dungeon. DQ 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake features numerous added scenarios that deepen the connection within the Erdrick trilogy. In Dragon Quest 1, to save the world shrouded in darkness, you'll seek the aid of Rubus, who also appears in Dragon Quest 3, visit the fairies, said to have a deep connection, and aim to summon her. Some new content with that, and this is coming out here very shortly. You've got more new encounters awaiting, allowing you to enjoy the story of Dragon Quest 1 even more deeply. Encounters with people not featured in the original title, and new events have been added, further deepening the story of Dragon Quest 1. Solve various mysteries while listening to the tales of those you encounter on your adventure. So that's available right now. New dungeons and formidable foes have been added for a more dynamic adventure. New dungeons and formidable foes await, bring many challenges where the protagonist journeys explore every corner of the fields and dungeons in search of unseen worlds. So that'll be officially out, DQ 1 and 2, on October the 30th, and new content will be rolling out on that. Lastly, I do want to note, coming out December the 4th, a physical release of a bundle of Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be coming out, the Twin Pack. This has been available digitally, but now it'll be available physically. You'll get both games for $59.99, and people were joking about how they were gonna wait for the entire trilogy to come out and pick up the trilogy bundle that'll eventually be out. Well, they're not even gonna wait for the trilogy to conclude to sell you a twin pack, and I'm sure there are hardcore fans that own Final Fantasy VII Remake, they own Rebirth, but yet they gotta get the twin pack physically as well. And they gotta get everything under the sun. Look, I've loved the Final Fantasy VII Remake games. I loved Remake. I loved Rebirth. The games do have their issues for sure. I know not everybody is sold on the narrative direction of the games, but I'm really enjoying it, and I'm having a great time with it, at least going through the trilogy. I already beat both games. I've beaten both games multiple times at this point. And, you know, before the third game comes out, I'll probably play through them again. I'm a sucker for these games. Love the characters, love the visuals, love the gameplay. They're great games, and if you've yet to check it out and you want it physically, the Twin Pack, $59.99, and it will be out on December the 4th. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a notable update to the PlayStation Store looks to be coming with the addition of user reviews, 4,000 character limit reviews. Trails in the Sky First Chapter version 1.05 is out, and Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake will be adding some new content for DQ1. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Integrate, and Rebirth, a Twin Pack PS5 Physical Edition, will be coming on December the 4th. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.